So you'd like to connect your Squarespace domain directly into the G site. I'm going to help you to do this process really simple, so stick around because I'm going to be showing you how to do this in less than 7 or even 6 minutes. So the first thing is the post Google domains error. If you are a Google Sites user, your domain management has likely moved to Squarespace recently. So I'm going to be showing you how to link them. Google Sites doesn't support naked domains. That means your site.com won't work alone. So we needed to set up a www redirect to make this professional. So there's two main tasks: verify the ownership in the Google point to your DNS records in space. So the first thing is to set up the Google Sites. Here into Google Sites, I'm going to just click directly into the website that I've been working on. Once you have your website already been generated, what you want to do is to focus into the option that says published. When you publish your website, it will be giving you let's say, for example, in a specific code, and here you can just change the name of it. But basically, we needed to publish our Google Sites first in order to add a new DNS file. So when I already have my my website published, I have generated a free URL, a free domain. So if I focus now into settings, I go for the option that says custom domain and look out for connect a custom domain. Choose the option that says connect a domain, and here what you want to do is to set up a custom domain, not by first going here into this element that says sign in into Squarespace. I'm going to continue with the same Google account that I'm using to start with this specific domain generation. And once I am signed in, I should see that here it should be appearing my custom domains. With this information, what I can do now is to see where my domain it should be appearing into manage your domains. Here it should be appearing to your domain. Select the custom domain that you currently have. For example, let's say this one. I copy the name of my domain and I paste it directly in here. Now here it should be appearing to something like this domain is not verified. So you don't have to worry about that. You want to click into the option that says verify your ownership. When I click directly here into verify your ownership, it will be asking you to select the property type. Usually it's domain. So go ahead, paste the same domain that you want to be using and hit for the option that says continue. Once again, it will be telling you that in order to verify the domain ownership, you must add a TXT file or a CNAME file directly into the DNS records of the, in this case, the subdomain or something you're going to be using and focused on. So for example, when I click directly into the domain here, what I want to do is to look out for my DNS settings. Directly here into the DNS settings domains of Squarespace, what you want to do is just to copy the information of the CNAME and paste it directly here into the Squarespace domain. Now currently we don't have an actual domain available here into the Squarespace, but we will be showing you this process with, for example, into Namecheap. The process is exactly the same. You don't have to worry about that. Just make sure that when you click directly into the DNS settings, you are inside Squarespace. And I'm going to appear something like this. So what I needed to do, of course, is to choose the option that says add new record, add a CNAME record, and where it says host, for example, we have the CNAME label host, which is this one, the CNAME destination. I copy this information and I paste it directly in here. Once you have processed this specific element, then what you want to do is to make sure that this appears as a green bar. So this might be taking from a few minutes to even 48 hours, so you don't want it to be discouraged inside that. Usually what I do is into the TTL, I go for just 1 minute to make this process a little bit much more faster, right? So when I finish with this information, go for the option that says verify. And once again, this might be taking just a minute, so make sure that you have done this several times until the verification of your website has now been successfully done. To make this process much more faster, make sure that you used the TXT section and you add it as well. So in my case, I go once again for add TXT record. Here's the value, www or even at. And once again, I head back, I hit for verify, and I make sure that my, in this case, my URL is now been appearing correctly. So something else that you can do is to add exactly the same thing, but the host, it should be appearing as at. So paste it, go back and hit for verify. Once again, this might be taking, as I just told you, from 1 to 5 minutes, but once you have successfully done that, you can head back directly inside here and try just to copy and paste the domain that you wanted to be trying on directly inside G sites, and basically you're good to go. So remember that Google Sites only lives onto the www version, so if someone types just your domain.com, they will get an error unless we do this element. So make sure that configuration is actually working correctly. So make sure even that the TXT record, it's not making this kind of changes there, because what you wanted to do is to make sure that you are using exactly the right information inside there. So I copy my verification code, I paste it, and we're actually good to go. So with this process, actually guys, we are actually now into a new verification stuff. Basically, it's going to be copying in this information, paste it in right here, make sure that it's actually working. You can wait up to 48 hours to make sure that the verification process actually worked, and once you're finished with this information, well, you're actually good to go. So you can go back directly here where it says done into the property, go back here, delete one letter, type into OK, go for next, and your third party will be connected in no time. So hopefully this was a very useful information, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great tools, or how you can get started connecting an actual domain from Squarespace directly here into the G sites. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and well, hopefully we can all see you next time.